I'm gonna show you how I would produce a song for Almost Monday. Let's do it. So a key effect that we're gonna be using here for our guitar is something called a vibrato. And this is essentially just gonna fluctuate the pitch depending on however fast I set it. Then we're also gonna add like a spring reverb. And then just like in a lot of other my videos, we're gonna be using a preamp for our guitar instead of like a normal amp, just because it has that really unique overdriven tone. And then for our chord voicings, I'm playing these like, you got like a normal bar chord. Move your pinky up here. And then we're just gonna do kind of like a passing chord too. So then using that same tone, we're gonna crank up the overdrive a little bit on that preamp. And then we're gonna be doing these like single note, just playing like the bass. And then we're gonna have like a cleaner tone, still kind of has a little bit of that overdrive to it, and just playing these like, I'm actually gonna be manually using my tremolo. And then using that same tone, we're gonna create like a lead line. Now something that I love to do, especially with like lead lines, is I'll duplicate it and then pitch up one of them a whole octave. Just so that like in the whole mix, it kind of helps things cut through. And then to help add to that lead line, I'm gonna do some like whistling. And then I'm gonna be adding a spring reverb to that so that it's really drowned. Then for the bass, it's pretty simple. It's just gonna be like finger pick. For the drums, added some like bongos called Tropicool, and then adding that spring reverb really adds a lot of character to that as well. Like that splashing. I've got like a tambourine. And then this snare is literally called Snare Surfy, so I felt like I had to use it. And then the kick is actually from the same kit from Splice. And then I have like a 8th note ride happening through. And then this last element I add, the only synth I really have in here, isn't even really a synth. It's kind of just like whooshing. It's called Gross Temps. And it kind of just adds some like washiness throughout, which adds some dynamic. And this is what everything sounds like together.